Welcome to the Central Illinois Aikikai, one of the oldest Aikido dojos in the Midwest. Founded in 1974, we began as a charter member of the Midwest Aikido Federation, under the direction of Akira Tohei Shihan. And since his passing in 1999, we have been affiliated with the United States Aikido Federation under the direction of Yoshimitsu Yamada Shihan. Both these outstanding teachers were direct students of the founder of Aikido, Morihei Ueshiba, more commonly known as O-Sensei or Great Teacher. Our chief instructor, Knut Bauer Sensei, has trained under Tohei Sensei and Yamada Sensei for more than 35 years and has been training and teaching in Central Illinois since 1980. While life in a university town has led to a constant turnover of students training in our dojo, the majority of our teaching staff is trained under the direction of Bauer Sensei for 10 years or more. We currently have about 30 adults and 45 children practicing at our dojo, and we always welcome visitors to observe our classes or train with us. Our members range in age from 6 to 65, but many other Aikido dojos have members actively training well into their 70s and 80s. You're never too old to begin. Due to the vast network of Aikido dojos throughout the world, many of our former students who have completed their academic studies here are still able to continue their Aikido training all over America, Canada, and Europe. Although we are affiliated with the United States Aikido Federation, we invite all Aikidoists to train with us at any time, as long as they are willing to observe O-Sensei's most important rule for Aikido training. Always train in a vibrant and joyful manner, or in the words of Tohei Sensei, train with a good heart and clean feelings. Aikido is a powerful and effective martial art for self-defense, but is first and foremost a Budo, a martial practice that stresses physical, mental, and spiritual development. Simply put, we strive to become better human beings through everyday training both inside and outside the dojo. Our goal is always to be able to defend ourselves and our loved ones, but hope we never have to, by cultivating a constant state of calmness, humility, and awareness. To the casual observer, the graceful and circular movements of Aikido often appear choreographed and dance-like, and ineffective in real-life encounters, but nothing could be further from the truth. Through harmonious blending with an attacker's own energy, a trained Aikidoist can easily neutralize even the strongest opponent without causing them serious injury. This makes Aikido especially well-suited for women and children. Since Aikido is essentially a defensive martial art, there is little emphasis on kicking, punching, or free sparring. Instead, we focus on evading attacks through the basic movements of turning, stepping back diagonally, or sliding forward in a parallel line. We never try to meet strength with strength, and generally keep both feet firmly planted on the ground. Even though Aikido movements can be both quick and powerful, the Central Illinois Aikikai's #1 concern is always for the safety of all of our students. Consequently, we spend a great deal of our practice in warming up our bodies through a series of stretches, wrist exercises, and falling, or ukemi practices. Since the average person is more likely to slip and fall than to be attacked on the street, we place a great deal of emphasis on learning to fall correctly, both forwards and backwards. The main goal of our 8-week beginner's course is learning to fall and learning to get out of the way of an attack. We do not start throwing people or applying joint locks to them until they are adequately prepared. But as in any physical endeavor, we sometimes get aches and sprains and bruises, but we have not had any major injuries in our dojo in over 40 years of teaching and training. It is important to note that even though Aikido is a spiritual art, Aikido is not a religion. Since our primary goal is to become better human beings through peaceful resolution of conflicts, mutual respect, and common courtesy, Aikido is in harmony with all true religions. We do begin and end each training session with a bow, but anyone who has a problem bowing for religious reasons is free to simply sit quietly while the rest of the class members bow in and out. One of O-Sensei's principal teachings was that Aikido is not for correcting others. As soon as you concern yourself with the good and bad of your fellows, you create an opening in your heart for maliciousness to enter, he said. Testing, competing with, and criticizing others weaken and defeat you. Unlike many other martial arts, Aikido does not have a long list of rules or rigid forms to practice. While there are basic principles and movements that everyone learns and adheres to, Aikido embraces the individuality of each practitioner and strongly encourages them to find their own way. This can only be achieved by finding a good teacher and physically training in a consistent manner with as many different partners as possible. Aikido cannot be learned by reading books or watching videos. The transmission of Aikido is always a two-way street. Sometimes the student learns from the teacher, and sometimes the teacher learns from the student. Aikido is constantly evolving throughout the world, and while there are approximately 50 core techniques, they each have so many variations that there are literally thousands of Aikido techniques in existence today. Since the terminology of exercises and techniques is traditionally taught in the original Japanese language, once an Aikidoist learns a few basic words, they can train at any dojo in the world, even if they don't speak the native language. The Central Illinois Aikikai conducts classes 7 days a week for all levels of participants, and while the pace and intensity may vary widely, each of our classes focuses on these concepts. Zanshin, which refers to our awareness, balance, and posture, both inside and outside the dojo. Musubi, which refers to our connection in a physical, mental, and spiritual way to all living things and to the entire universe. Aiki Takamutsu, which refers to the inexhaustible font of Aikido movements and techniques based on the uniqueness of each practitioner. It should come as no surprise that Aikido is the martial art of choice for so many artists, musicians, dancers, physicists, and creative and peace-loving people throughout the world. Because Aikido is taught in a circular rather than a linear or sequential way, there is never a bad time to begin training. On the other hand, due to the complexities of human life, there is never a perfect time to begin either. The best time is right now. If you would like more information about Aikido, you can contact us through our website or come visit our dojo to observe a class or participate in a free beginner's class. Visitors are always welcome.